Detroit, Michigan. The Raps have just come off a new concept that celebrates an old icon. This is the Ford Thunderbird concept car, the rebirth of American automotive legend. The T-Bird was first built in 1955, but it's now back for the 21st century, and it looks like it's not going to stay just a concept.
With the new Thunderbird, you're looking at an automotive icon. And if I were to look at American cars over the last 50 years, there are probably maybe 5 or 6 that would come to mind. This has got to be at the top of the list.
From Ford's Styling and Engineering Center in Dearborn, Michigan, comes another Ford First, a car designed for those who appreciate the distinctive in personal transportation, the new Ford Thunderbird.
This historic footage shows the introduction of the 1955 Thunderbird. We have to remember how important this car was for the era in which it was launched. When this film was first shown on American flickering black and white screens, countless viewers would have had their tongues on the floor, astonished by the car's lines and overwhelmed by an irresistible urge to save up and to buy one.
There's obviously a more modern proportion to this vehicle than the original. We call it modern heritage because we're really picking up the essence of the original vehicle but recreating that with modern detailing.
So the new concept car has taken many design cues from the original model, in the same way that, say, Volkswagen kept the original feel of the Beetle. The Thunderbird concept is a 2-seater with portholes, with a removable hard top and the trademark T-Bird badge. Owners of original Thunderbird cars were consulted by the Ford Motor Company to ensure that the new concept would retain the essence of the all-American sports car. It was desperately important not to mess this project up with such an inspirational American icon. After all, even President Kennedy loved the Ford Thunderbird so much that he included 50 of the cars in his inaugural procession in 1961.
I think we wanted this car to be immediately recognizable as a Thunderbird from 100 yards down the road. There would be no mistake as being any other car but a Thunderbird.
Even the colour, sun mist yellow, had been chosen as a favourite hue from the 1950s, even though the promotional films from that era were still in black and white.
This beautiful little T-Bird, man, this is the performer's performer.
If you look at the design of this vehicle and you look at the design of the original 55, you'll find that they both have a very similar value in them, and that value is optimism.
Jay Mays and his team even washed old Thunderbird cars blindfolded to get a more accurate feel of the classic curves before they went back to their design studios to work more on the modern concept car. This is indeed another story that has a happy ending, because the demand has been so high that Ford has now bought out this concept with a few minor changes to keep legislation happy as a genuine production car. The Thunderbird flies into the next century.